One time when I was 12, I caught my babysitter, who was probably 17 at the time, smoking a joint. I had no idea it was pot, I just thought it was a funny looking cigarette. Anyway, she told me not to tell my mom, but I just stared at her blankly. Then she got really red in the face and nervously said, "If you promise not to tell anyone, I'll let you see my boobs." I got all excited and embarrassed and bashfully agreed. I've told many of my friends throughout the years, so I ended up breaking the promise. Was babysitting this little girl who had issues sleeping when her parents weren't in the house. Parents told me she could sleep in their room to comfort her. Child discovers giant dildo and gives it to the basset hound thinking it's a chew toy. Have to chase down basset hound to retrieve vibrating giant dildo. Don't know what to do with dildo. Place dildo on child's parents' dresser. Tell child to never speak of this night again. I was babysitting my cousin. A neighbor from up the street used to babysit me when I was like 8, he was probably 15/16 at the time. When he realized I liked computers and video games, he introduced me to and gave me Command and Conquer, and later when it came out, Red Alert. He would bring his computer over and we would play multiplayer over an old modem cable. If I won, I got to stay up later for each game I won, past the bedtime my parents set, and if he won I'd have to help him with his chores when he watched me at his house. I learned damn quick how to beat him after he made me wash his parents' cars and do dishes. I stopped going to bed on time and he would have me play on his team to kick his friends' asses. My mother ended up calling a friend of hers and asking if her daughter could babysit me and my 2-year-old sister. She comes over and starts watching a movie. About half an hour later her boyfriend shows up. She's about 17 or so. They go into my mother's bedroom and do not come back out. By now I'm getting suspicious, so I open the door and look in. Of course they're fucking. How could they not? I leaned against the door, not really knowing what they're doing and just watching. She sees me and screams, and he jumps and says what? They both look to see me, an 8-year-old dinner on Ishi, leaning against the door eating an apple. All I said was, "And what am I getting out of this for not telling mom?" One time when I was about 5, my sister and I were staying at our mom's friend's house while our parents went out. While we were asleep on the floor in the living room with her asleep on the couch behind us, her ex-husband boyfriend came in and strangled her to death. He didn't touch us. I'm pretty sure I slept through it because I can't remember anything. One of the last things I remember saying to her is something about not liking the white Kool-Aid pop she tried to give me. I woke up while I was being carried out by my parents. It happened at our house. There were emergency lights everywhere. I didn't really know what was going on.